Welcome back, everybody. On this episode, we're going to start unveiling some of the Cory map by doing the seismic vibrator contracts. The first one will be Geo Research starting point. Let's get started. If you remember, we left the Royal BM17 in the Drownlands map. We're going to head back around the swamp here and head up the road to the Quarry gateway that's on the railroad tracks. We drove over it on the way over here, and now we're going to head back and get going. So we'll just take our path right back up through the trees here. This is the way we came. Being careful, of course. It's kind of swampy right here. Need to winch my way up. May have gone a little bit too far to the right. I'm gonna have to pull myself through these trees. There we go. Okay, now we're back out. Just take your time through here like we did coming up here. This is pretty rough, but should be fairly safe. Yeah, that's where I went in last time. We'll just go right down the rocks, and the Quarry gateway is right up ahead here. Okay, the Quarry gateway comes into the map right by that steep hill by the logging station. So we don't have far to go. We're just going to drive up the road and go to that last point right there. Watch out for stumps when you're leaving here. You can cross the tracks right away, or you can wait to go to the other side of that train car to cross. Either way is fine. This is going to unveil a lot of the map by doing this, and we can grab some of the watchtowers at the same time. We'll just turn left right before the sawmill, follow this back road around, and just up ahead here is our first point, right here. And that's all we had to do for that one. Now we can activate the next contract, Geo Research triangulation. So we'll leave here, and if we take this left road, we can grab one of the watchtowers right away. You can see the watchtowers just up ahead there. The ground through here is pretty uneven, and there's definitely some blip factors you have to watch out for. As you can see, that unveiled quite a bit, so we'll head down the road, and we're going to jump across right down there to the oil rig drill site. Let's go. If your truck is badly damaged, you can also run back to the service hub and get repaired. As I said before, you can't connect to a service trailer with this add-on, so the only way to get repaired is at the service hub. Now that we've crossed the tracks, we'll take a left here, and this road is notorious for flipping me over personally, so I'm just going to go slow through here. And once we round this corner that kind of does a loop around like a horseshoe, we're going to take a right into the trees and drive straight across, and we'll come out into the backside of the oil rig drill site. There's a few trailers here. There's a fuel trailer to the left there. That's part of a task, but we can grab some fuel off of it. And then backing up, there's two tasks here that we can activate. So we'll get swung around by this little shack. Rogue connection, we'll have to haul this service trailer down to the next watchtower, and then there's a free sideboard semi-trailer here for you. Oil sampling, that's the one where we have to take that fuel trailer up to the gas station. Now since we're here and we have this vibrator module, we'll just pull up right next to this oil rig drill, and there's another contract called oil rig restoration. We can activate that real quick and we'll vibrate right here, and now that stage is complete for that contract. That way we don't have to come back out here again to do that. And then we'll go back to the Geo Research triangulation. Now you see these two containers containers on the ground here. If you drive right between them and then straight across, you'll come out on the road right up ahead. I'll show you where we're headed next. The next point is right down in that area. You can't see the road, but it'll be something like that. So we'll go straight across like I was saying, and we'll just follow this road down until we get to, there's going to be 2 turnoffs to the right. We'll take the second one. So drive past the first one. We don't want to go that way. We're going to take the second one. This one comes out into a swamp. It's pretty deep and muddy, so we're going to stick to the right by the trees, and we'll just kind of try to stay on the grass. We can go right between these trees and then follow the tree line around to the right again. We'll go back up on this road. When you get to the next intersection, you can just drive straight across, and the next triangulation point is going to be just on the right side here, up in the trees, right up here. Now we'll backtrack and take the first left out of here, and there's a road that goes up to this watchtower that's close by. And you can just drive your tire into the box right there. And you can see we'll follow the road up a little ways, and there's an upgrade just up there to the right. So we'll make time to swing in there and get that. We'll take the first right coming up ahead here. And then you'll see a clearing in the trees. We can turn off and follow this down. That upgrade is just up ahead. This is the mid-sized engine for the Taiga that we've been looking for. And now we can just backtrack to the road. I'm going to back out of here instead of trying to turn around. And we'll head right back over to that main road. And once we get to the main road here, we'll turn right and continue following it up. And there's another watchtower just up ahead. Stay to the left on the main part. And we can drive in here and grab this as we're going by. That is the service hub. So you can see we've unlocked a lot of the map already. Now we're going to head back to the service hub and grab that small scout fuel trailer that's sitting right there. You can follow this road and it comes out right down by the service hub, but I'm going to get on the main road again because it's a lot less risky. If you follow that little trail, you have to go over a lot of rocks. It's best for a scout to go that way and not a truck. Even then, that's still risky. Now we're back out to the main road. We can turn right here, head over to the service hub. We'll grab that small scout fuel trailer. There's a new task that's been unlocked, so let's get this activated while we're going over it. We'll run in here and get refueled and repaired quick before we head back out. I'm just going to pull this with my winch, and we'll head out of the service hub, go into the right. We're going to go back to the main road that we were just at. And that's the direction we're heading. We'll head there now. This contract has to be complete before we can do the garage restoration contract that's in Zimnogorsk. So the only other garage in Taymyr, there's one in Drownlands and there's one in Zimnogorsk, which is the next map that we're headed to. But when you go in there, there is no garage. You have to actually do a contract to open it up. This contract is a prerequisite for it. That's why I like to get it done right away, because once we have that garage open, we'll have somewhere that we can travel from the garage to this map quickly instead of coming from Drownlands all the way across Drownlands to get here. It gives us an access point on the other side of the region. Just off to the left there is another gateway that heads into Zimnogorsk. We're gonna go this direction. It's kind of swampy here. It might have been better to go around the left side of this. I'm gonna use my winch to get out of here, and then I'll pull that trailer out. It's definitely not much of a mud truck. I'm just leaving it in auto, and I'm kind of feathering the throttle halfway. Slow it down a little bit. Probably gonna have to winch my way out of here. This is definitely the worst mud hole of this entire trip, so we shouldn't have too much to worry about after this. Okay, we should be good now that we're up on this log road. Now up to my right there, there's a task that we can complete. It's going to unlock another truck for us, and that's the reason why we brought this trailer. But before we go up there, let's head into this little farmstead yard here, homestead. There's a little trail that turns off into there. We'll grab this upgrade. This is the raised suspension for that little Zix 5368 truck, the cab over. So we'll follow the road just a little bit further. Probably not going to get that waypoint. Before we cross that river, we're going to turn off and go up this hill. Just drive right up to the top here, turn right immediately, and you'll see there's the dam. The task is to refuel it. We'll start tracking that real quick. It's 350 liters, so it's got a huge fuel tank. It's completely empty. Let's get that thing refueled. And now it belongs to us. We'll leave the fuel in it because we might use it before we head back to the garage. We might have to use it for like recovery or something like that. There's plenty of fuel on this map. Show you where we're at here. So we're going to drive right back down the hill and then take a right, go across that river. And right out there is where the last point is for the Geo Research contract. We'll take the fuel tanker with us, get it back out somewhere where it's easily accessible for other trucks if they need to refuel out here. And up ahead, you're going to see there's a giant rock formation. We're going to turn off before we get to it, right where that waypoint is. There are a lot of stumps in here, kind of be looking top down, but basically you can drive straight in and you'll be fine. And we'll get that last point. It's right here. If you found value in this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps me out a lot. Oil recon is a success. Geo Research triangulation is now complete, and that's where we're going to have to stop for this one. We'll see you on the next one when we get started working on some of the other stuff here. Thanks for watching.